Tier Maker League. What was the latest champion? Right, generally for was it Huey? Okay. Classic Z tier. The best. Okay, it's time. This tier is only gonna be for champions that you generally cannot blind. If you blind them, you get more like you get feasted, right? So this is gonna be the tier list for them. Like champions like I don't know, TF top for example, will be here. Because like you can't blind it. Z tier please. Okay, fine. Okay, Aatrox, S tier. Maybe Z even. Like, I don't know. Aatrox is such a retarded champion with Sunder Sky. He has so many good options. He's unkillable. He has Omega broken laning phase. Really easy to, like, pretty much zero bad matchups. And really good on side. Really good in team fights. There is really no f***ing... I'm putting him above. But this was supposed to be Gragas tier, but... Never. I think he's the most OP top laner for like AD champion wise. There isn't a better AD top laner. If you think otherwise, you're delusional. Champion has zero bad matchups. The only thing he struggles is killing tanks, but does it really matter? Yeah, I will put him as because he doesn't kill tanks fast enough, and he has to build Black Cleaver, which kinda makes him shred them less. So he isn't Z because tanks f*** him up, kinda. Yeah, now you're still stuck in Master XD. Akali is A. A for Akali. You're better off playing her mid. She's really strong. She's really strong, but she has really weak early on top lane. Balls. Like before level like 5, pretty much. She's really bad. But if you can survive that in some matchups, she's really strong. Again, she's really bad if they can itemize MR though. That's why she's not S. Because obviously if they pick like Vayne or Action and you pick Akali, you just f them in the ass, right? But if they pick like Udyr and they rush fucking Kayle Krukern, lol, XD, right? Okay, Action is like B or A. I would say A if you like this is assuming you're not a skilled Action, because this is like tier list for Emerald Diamond. In like Challenger, the Grandmaster, he's S. But for you guys, Action, like, it's really hard to pilot this champion, especially now with the walls. It's really hard to pilot. He struggles into Frozen Heart a lot. And you're basically forced on lethality items most of the time, which, like, you're better off playing him mid lane, because this is top lane, right? Obviously, Action mid lane in low elo is probably like in Z tier with Hubris, running around with 200 AD. Not to mention, the Kraken nerfs are on PB, so he's gonna struggle versus tanks even more. It's like, and you make one mistake, one tiny mistake, Jover for you. You're useless champion, really worthless. Like, you provide nothing, no damage. Like, since you can't provide damage because you're behind, what the f do you provide? Looking sexy? Telling your teammates to wash their asses? Yeah, that's about it what you provide. Okay, let's continue. Not gonna rate like Aphelios or Ashe. Azir is S, OP, underrated. OP in mid lane, OP in top lane. Really safe, just really hard, and really specific. You can kinda blind him. This is like probably surprising to you, but Azir top is really good. People just can't... Oh wait, this is Emerald Diamond. Okay, then... Never mind, let's not rate him. Because this is like Emerald Diamond. There's no way an Emerald Diamond player can pilot Azir. Briar! Bro, Briar feels so strong. Like top lane, but... Unless you have a lot of games on her, she's really hard to like... learn. Like, she's really hard to learn because of like... Her laning, like, you need matchup knowledge. And you need to know your limits so well that... Like, you need, like, a lot of games on her to actually pilot her. And, yeah, not many people play Briar top, but if you can, she's, like, unironically S tier, but even Emerald Plat, yeah. B for Briar. Nah, Briar is strong. Should, like, if there was a tier between S and A, I would put her there. Better than Akali for sure. Camille. Probably B tier. You guys know the drill with Camille. No walls. Garbage matchup, like 3 champions rated so far, like only 4 of them, they all shit on Camille mercilessly on lane. Like, sure, if you can survive lane, nah, she's not same as Action, she's not same. C for Camille. Her laning is atrocious, it's so bad, You're laning with one ability, your W is like 18-second cooldown and deals 0 damage and doesn't heal anymore at all. Your E is useless pretty much. So, and your ultimate is not a combat. You're literally laning with one ult. Like, Renekton, laning with 4 spells, all of them powerful, then you're only one. Yeah. You can't survive lane, especially if you're not amazing Camille. She would be like like literally like E or D tier, but you can rush Ravenous with Bloodline and D-Blade, and literally just like proxy and just like, you know, wave clear non-stop, and sustain yourself with Vamp Scepter. Do not rush Trinity on Camille, it's not good. And if you can't rush Ravenous, don't pick Camille. Darius, I haven't played into him yet, but he kinda f***s Frozen Hearts, he f***s Udyr, he got buffed. This is an assumption, so great, take it with a grain of salt. The problem with Darius is that Vayne exists, and we know how Darius Vayne matchup goes if the Vayne is semi-skilled. So that's the problem for Darius, that Vayne exists, and she kind of f***s him over. And a bit like other, like if you obviously can play any range top into Darius if you have good spacing, but I don't know, maybe he will be even better when they buff Stridebreaker. Cassio top is really good, really OP, really cheese pick. AP champion and AP champs are busted. She kinda doesn't care about Kaenik Rukern either, that's what makes her so good. Because even if you rush Kaenik Rukern into Cassio, it's a DPS mage with Conqueror, so she's gonna non-stop until like you can't kill her as a Frozen Heart or a Kaenik Rukern champ, so that's a plus. Corki top, no. Mundo, lol, that champ is such a joke. Tank that can't rush Frozen Heart, XDD, right? Has to build worst item in the game, aka Heartsteel, such a bad champ. Oh, Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is like fine, like B. Sion and Ornn and Udyr exist though, and they kinda do what he does way better, especially Udyr. Like kinda crazy to count Udyr as a tank, right? Like, what class even is Udyr, bro? Juggernaut? Bruiser? No. He's a tank. Nah, Camille is better than Mundo. Ezreal top, unironically underrated. I haven't played it today, but I promise you it's really good. You just spam W on enemy and just permafeast them with it. The only problem is wave clear, that's why he's not Z tier. But Ez top is unironically hidden OP. I didn't get to play it today, but if I get to, I'll show you the power of Ezreal. But this is like Emerald Diamond, so I won't rate it. Because obviously if you're Diamond, Emerald, Plat, you're not piloting Ezreal well. So I will not rate him. Oh, Fiora is disgusting. Not Fiddle. Fiora is... But you have to be good at Fiora, that's the problem. Fiora is really hard. And you guys aren't good at Fiora, so it kinda sucks. I'll just say she's a really good counter pick. If you can counter like an Ornn, or like a... Yeah, pretty much Ornn, or like a Camille, like a Briar, then she's really strong. But to actually make her like really OP, you need to be skilled, and Fiora is really hard champion. GP, I don't know, seems bad. I haven't played against a single GP yet, but doesn't seem like it's good for him. First Strike nerfed, he got directly nerfed. Grass build isn't viable anyway. Garen, bro, he's so ass even in that elo. Unironically E tier. Stride, removed. Hullbreaker, pretty much removed. And what did Garen use to rush? Yeah, Garen is worthless, really so bad. So bad. And like, Garen is like Briar before this patch. Briar and Garen switched roles. But Briar like takes way more skill than Garen. But they are both kinda stat checkers. But this one doesn't have any stats, this one does. But this one has outplay potential. And patterns that she can take that isn't just CHARGE! Yeah, maybe when Stride gets buffed, he will be back. But for now, he's really bad. Like, I do not recommend. He will not climb. Oh yeah! My favorite, bro! Oh yeah! Do you wanna hostage the laning phase? Do you wanna not die? Do you wanna be useful no matter what enemy top laner picks? You want to build broken AP items? You want to have to be a CC chain massive? Do you want perma prio for grabs? Oh, do I have a champion for you? Did your parents drop a brick on your head when you were young? Did your father kick you in the teeth every time you came back from school? Are you an inbred retard? I got a champion for you! Gragas, do I need to say more? Nice buffs, Riot! Nice buffs! Let's remove MR Shard XD and give this guy base armor so he doesn't care about like the stat shard removal. Like, you can't lane into Gragas without the MR shards. You genuinely can't. If you're not Udyr or a champion that can rush Kaenik Rukern, you can't play into this champ as any bruiser. Oh wow, you rush the Kayle Krukern anyway? Well, too bad he fucking outscales you anyway. He's a CC machine that is unkillable, has insane sustain, can stay in lane forever with you lost chapter and tier. Nah, I fucking hate this champion. Literally, like, if you play, you just get shot in game, of course, by Gangplank Q. Like, Solar Baka triple barrel combo your ass. That's what you deserve if you play this cringe champ. Okay, Gragas rant over. Probably the only Z tier champion I will put. But he's generally disgusting. Like, even, like, especially your Elo. Like, you are hard stack, you play top, you suck on your main because it got nerfed, you just wanna flip a coin every time you play, but the thing is, it's not a 50-50, it's more like a fucking 80-20 because of your champion. Well, play Gragas. Gnar. XD. Lol, this champ exists for sure. After Trinity rework. Nah. If a champion is a Trinity champion, and Trinity is really fucking weak right now, if a champion has to literally build that item, it's gonna be kinda shit, not gonna lie. Gwen! I got no idea she got buffed right now. I have yet to experience her. I would just predict she's A tier, I mean, not S tier. More like an A tier counter pick. The plus is Gwen doesn't really care about Kayle Krukern because she has so much DPS and she... I mean, if a tank rushes Kayle, like, they can't kill Gwen ever, but she kinda can't kill them either fast enough. Unless you're Kayle, then you can kill her easily. Graves, no. Heimer, no. Huaytop, no. Eloy, wait for buffs, lol. I have nothing to say. You guys know the drill. The tentacles got f***ed. Hullbreaker removed, and Iceborne Omega nerfed. All of, like, her crutch items that made her work literally just got poofed out of the game. So she's kinda worthless. I mean, you see Tyler1 cry about Eloy daily on his stream. No, I wanna play Iceborne and I wanna W people. But he's kinda right, she's really bad, don't play her. Hey, Irelia? Honestly, I don't know, she seems shit, kinda. Frozen Heart meta versus Irelia, you get Frozen... Like, Irelia could solo kill you 2 times, get like 20 CS lead, you will get Frozen Heart before she gets Bork, and even if she has Bork and you have Frozen Heart, you win anyway. She kinda seems bad, so I would stay away from her. I would say she's worse than Camille, honestly. Kaisa top, oh wait, we forgot. I got no idea about the Jax. I don't think he's Z tier OP. I think Gragas is way more like Gragas just counters Jax, right? And there are like Frozen Hearts running around, so I wouldn't say Z tier. I'll just say best S tier. But you cannot take my word for it. Like, nobody picks this champion against me. I don't know why, they just don't like to. Kaisa top. I think I will rate it because a lot of people used to play it, but Kaisa top went from S tier, AP Kaisa, right to XD. Because Kayle Krukern is an item, and Luden's pen got removed, and Storm Surge got nerfed, and Shadow Flame is more expensive, and it doesn't proc on her fucking Q and autos, unless passive proc and W, and MR items are OP, and her laning is ass as always. What a fall from Grace. Jace? He's like A tier, but you guys can't play Jace. Like, if you're an Emerald Plat Diamond, you can't play Jace, so I will not rate him based on high elo. Those champions are rated based on, like, you know, Emerald Plat. And I'd be like, why is Gragas Z tier? Because he's OP, no matter the elo. Karma top. Lol. Malignance exit. Is this, like, how did they even make past PB this Malignance Karma bullshit? Like, it's actually so unskilled. Like, this Karma was so insanely, like, I have no words. How does it make it to live? Oh, you have to face it, Tonners. Kayle. Yo, do you want not to have a top laner until 4 items? Oh my god, I just realized. They removed a Marshard. Oh my god. So Kayle is stuck. What is it? What is the list? Oh, there we go. Look, number 1, 22. Number 2, 25. Guess who's number 1? Kayle has less MR than Yuumi! Yuumi has 3 more MR than Kayle, level 1. Nice, XD. So, if you rush Sorcery Bulls into Kayle, and obviously she cannot buy a null magic mantle, you essentially deal true damage to her. Which is really wholesome. It makes sense, I think. What is that? Kled health? 810. Okay, you get the point. They removed MR. So if they have one MR, like a magic champion on enemy, it's GG, you know why. You can play the game. Okay, because people are gonna cry, Heimer top his ass. Auto pushes, gets ganked, dies. Kayle! He's like C tier, he's fine! Not the best, not the worst. It's okay. Not much to say. Kayle is A tier, but they keep nerfing Storm Surge. Then unskilled range top laner, what is there more to say? Kled. Kled is like A. Kled is good because Titanic Hydra is back and Eclipse is really OP, but they nerf Eclipse next patch, which is gonna make a lot of champions that rely on it kinda ass, but you don't have to build Eclipse, but it's really good on him. But Titanic Hydra just helps Kled so much, because it's so easy to remount now. Not to mention you also stack Cock easier, like Conqueror. Nafiri! D for dog. D for dog. We got to him! Oh wait, right. Kaysante. You can't play Kaysante, so don't bother. You need to be really skilled at that champ. He's actually hard. Here we have it. The champion. The Frozen Heart user #1. But he's as a counter pick only. The #1 Frozen Heart user is Malphite. Another. But not much to say. Enemy picks a range top, Malphite. Enemy picks an AD bruiser, Malphite. Enemy picks a Juggernaut, Malphite. Enemy picks an AP champion that has attack speed, Malphite. Enemy picks Sylas, doesn't matter, go Malphite. Why is Mystical 3? Bro, nobody plays Maokai top. This champion is a jungler or support only. I'll rate it just so you guys don't cry. Giga Chad! A tier, just because he can buy Frozen Heart without even backing. Not to mention you're just battling it out with Ornn, and he just buys Wardens out of nowhere. Or Sapphire Crystal. Wait, if Ornn builds Sapphire Crystal, does he get the 250 mana just like boom instantly? You missed Mordekaiser Nasus? Wait, did I? No, I did not, you troll. I don't see Nasus. Nasus is here, bro. Mordekaiser is like in this elo where people know how to play like bruisers that counter him, and especially the woman with the crossbow. I don't think it's that good. Because, like, let's look. Jax shits on him. Gragas shits on him. Aatrox, Darius shits on him. Cassio shits on him. Briar shits on him easily, lol. Akali shits on him. Gwen shits on him. Not to mention the woman with the crossbow that we are gonna mention later where she is. That completely mobs the floor with him. So yeah, I do not recommend Mordekaiser. Nasus. I have not faced Nasus once, but I imagine, unironically, that he's an S tier counter pick to range tops. They pick Vayne, Akshan, King, what else, like Queen, or other bullshit. You pick Nasus, you go Ninja Frozen Heart, not even Frozen Heart, you can just go Ninja Tabby. You press W, and you run at them. He's really good as a counter pick, but you don't counter pick him, no. And especially really good into Shen. Like, Shen is slowly rising to the top again. I mean, Shen is just Giga Ball because Titanic, and randomly they gave him 4 AD, like 4 AD for free, just for existing. So Shen is back to being really good, and Nasus was always like really good into Shen. They rate Milio top. Now you guys are not gonna play Milio top, but Milio is really good because he's already good on support. So imagine they pick like Lucian Nami, and then you just pick Milio top. You just kinda exist, and then you have Lucian with Nami Milio. Bro, what the fuck? That has to be racist. Genuinely racist. I rated Kayn. But you want to rate the colors? Okay, fine. B. XD. I mean, I have no idea about Russ. I'll just put him here. Nila doesn't count. Olaf! Olaf! Really good in lower elos, just brain dead, just runs at you. Problem is Stride got removed, so I rate him a bit lower, but he can now go Jackshaw. So, yeah, that's wholesome. He has Trinity, I guess. Queen. Bro, Queen is really better action. For Solokyo, she's S. Like, until they nerf Profane Hydra, she's so disgusting. With full lethality. Queen always was like an unskilled action that did a bit less than him. But with the changes they did right now, with the wall and everything, she's kinda just more unskilled action and way better. Problem is that Frozen Heart, lol. I'm not playing it. I will leave that to the Bussy FFS. He can play that. I like skill expression. Pantheon.
XD.
Bro, Pantheon could deal 0 damage, Lily Helio with autos, just because he's point and click stun, roaming tool, and E, he cannot ever be below A. He has also built-in pen to counter Frozen Hearts. He got kinda hurt with the loss of Eclipse pen. No matter what, like, Pantheon can't be bad because of his kit. He'll always buy time, he'll always provide CC, and obviously he is always strong on lane, so you're always gonna be ahead. It's hard. Velvet top, I got no idea, I'm sorry. I cannot tell you. I don't wanna give false information. I'm only saying things that I'm confident on right now. And yes, I am confident in Briar being A tier, and Kayn being B. I mean C.
Hello,
and I'm very confident that Gragas is OP. Renekton is like Pantheon. You're never gonna be useless if you're a champion with broken laning phase that pretty much has 0 bad matchups and has like CC and like built-in way to buy time. Pantheon has E, this champ has ult. Like, if you think about it really hard, Pantheon and Renekton are the same champion. Just as much every Pantheon player is as much of a loser as a Renekton player. I don't wanna rate Rengar top. I got no idea about Rengar top. Yagi, thank you. Riven. You're not good on Riven, it's B. It's OP, but you can't play it. Like, you can't play Riven. Okay, I will rate Poppy, but Riven is really strong with Eclipse and Sojin. Okay, where is Poppy? I missed her. Counter pick. Poppy is a champion. She can't win lane versus Gragas, but she can cack him in teamfights, and she plubs Jax. So she's really good. Like, just because she f***s Jax in the ass and can make Gragas kinda useless in later teamfights, that makes her really strong as a counter pick. Yeah, that Spider-Man emote is what Poppy does to Jax. Oh, look who we got to! I can't rate him Z. They nerfed Storm Surge and Rumble. He's not that OP. I just find it really funny that Camille was borderline unplayable for a whole patch until they gave her at least some compensation. But Rumble, meta for like 2 years, 0 bad matchup, spammed in pro. They nerfed him once. He wasn't allowed to be like just viable. He has to be OP. They had to hotfix him for like 12 hours! 12 hours! And they poof instantly hotfix him? Really? Just because an average Andy can play him? That's why I will rate him lower, because this is not high elo, this is like low bob. So as much as I hate to admit it, Rumble takes some skill. I know. I say non-stop it's unskilled, but I am comparing it to, like, you know, average Grandmaster Chal player, and an average Grandmaster Chal player can pilot the rat. Ramus counter pick. Bro, just pick Malphite, but fine. Baus viewer. Watching him. Like, what are the chances Baus is playing Ramus right now, one-shotting someone with 5 cloth armors? Oh yeah! Look what he's playing! Yeah, do the dance. I love Gragas. Fine. Like, I don't wanna rate Rengar because it's misinformation. If I can't say anything. I can't even predict. It's such a, like, specialist champion. I don't know if I wanna rate Samira top, because obviously you're not gonna play it. Sejuani, she's bad. Bad in jungle, bad in top, thank god. Bro, Seth is so bad. What does Seth do? Lose lane to every champion in the game? And then sure you can do funny true damage number, but this champion literally doesn't function in lane. Not to mention, again, you cannot blind him, because not only there is Queen or Akshan, but there is also the funny woman with the crossbow that we will get to anytime soon. That completely shits on him. Shen, oh my god, this champ is so underrated in solo queue. Bro, how is there not more Shens? Voila, I swear he has like high win rate right now. Let's see. I mean, it's 460 games, but C+ here, right? But Shen is really good in solo queue. Cause what was Shen's problem before? He had no wave clear, so he had no prio ever, so if he would roam, people would get like turret plays. But now Shen can just go either flash ignite, flash TP depending on the matchup, rush Titanic. Not only he's strong as shit in lane, but he can just clear the wave, then ult, and then either TP back or just walk back and not lose a match. So he kinda doesn't have weakness anymore versus most champions. I mean, granted he has a lot of shit matchups, but in solo queue, like especially in top meta, if you just ult your Lucian, Kalista, Ashe on ADC and just save them once, the odds are they're just gonna 1v9 the game more than a slightly fed Aatrox, for example. Yeah, and plays are cheaper. Action only B. Well, I had good reasoning to place Action in B. I am never delusional about my champions being strong or bad. Like, you see Briar in A. And I will rate another champion that I play later. And I rated Fiora. And I play Fiora a lot. Kraken on PB, don't remind me, bro. It won't go live. No way Riot puts it through. No way Kraken changes go live. Shyvana nobody plays top anymore. Singed is like... It's like a OTP champion. It's really strong, but like you have to be a Singed OTP. Like, obviously it's strong. Nobody will deny it because Liandry Riftmaker, right? But... Come on, you need to OTP it. Like, you generally either play... You don't play League of Legends while you play Singed, you play Singed. You go fucking not interact with your laner, you proxy under like enemy tier 3, and then you run, ghost, and flip. I don't wanna make an OTP tier. Like, I'm just saying, like, depending on, like, if you're an OTP Singed and you're stuck in Emerald, he's still S tier for you. But if you're an OTP Riven and you're not like Master tier at least, then you're a shit OTP kinda, so she doesn't really pay off as much. That's like how I can explain it to you, you know? Swain is fine, I mean he can go Frozen hard, but your laning is so ass. There is one Swain OTP in channel, like in Master tier playing this shit. Sean, A tier, B tier, B. I'm playing B. He's not really Frozen hard enjoyer, that's the problem with Sean. He's kinda just fine. I would say like next to Ornn, they're pretty much the same. Sion is just more unskilled. But they like both provide in very different things. Ornn is like the items and like engage. Sion is just like more CC, armor, MR shred. Kinda more reliable than Ornn. Yeah, they are about the same, honestly. Sylas doesn't Bro, Kenji's so shit. Kenji's so bad, no sustain. Timo. Bro, Riot has some like hate boner against this champion. Riot has some hate boner against this champion. They nerfed him like 20 times. I think he's still like... He's like fine, but they nerfed him so many times. He's still okay with Malignance. I played in normal game into Timo and he seemed strong, but then I kinda just one-shot him with G's. So I have no idea, because I haven't faced an actual good Timo yet, so I can't really judge. Trundle. Bro, I don't care what you say, Trundle is bad, okay? I'll just say it. Trundle is bad, it's like low elo bait. Especially now that Hullbreaker is gone, he kinda just shits himself. It's really bad without Hullbreaker. He relies on Hullbreaker so much, and again, there is funny woman with a crossbow that outduels him. Like, oh, I can't use this argument that like, this champion doesn't function because Vayne exists. But even if Vayne is banned, like, pretty much, like, Fiora also counters them. And, like, Gragas, whatever, right? But, yeah. Trundle bad, 54% win rate. Yeah, but that's, like, inflated. He's really bad, I swear. I promise you, don't play him. You don't carry with Trundle. And this is, like, for climbing. TF top. He's S tier, counter pick. Such an underrated champ. If you can get a good game for TF top, he can solo win games. He has really strong laning. Obviously, I don't need to say anything about rapid fire cannon, rapid fire cannon, Twisted Fate utility, and his ult. Like, you guys know how OP it is with the gold card. What does he counter? Anything that can just ignore his card, he's kinda fine. Or just outpoke him. Like, in those champions, he's like fine into Aatrox, good into Darius. He's really good into Singed. He's fine into Shen, even if he can parry. He's really good into Briar if they play it. Good into Kled. good into Renekton, good into Rumble, good into Akshan, to Riven as well, Cho'Gath, Camille Hishitson. Kaysanta he's really good against. Oh, Trinda. I don't know, I can't imagine Trinda is good if Ninja Tabi Frozen Heart exists. Like, if your champion can... Like, we are currently in Frozen Heart and Thunder Sky meta for top lane. If your champion doesn't build those or lethality items or AP, and you're kinda ass. Like crit ADCs are really bad. So in Tryndamere, okay, sorry, I will just say, like I said, Thunder Sky meta. We are in meta of everything, but crit chance. If your champion builds crit chance, yeah, lol, XD. Not to mention Kraken is getting fucking murdered next patch for no reason. Udyr, he's bait champion. This is like bait champion. This is like B tier. Like sure he's OP in like elite and like pro where they buy horizontal, but he's not that OP. And it's like really easy to win against him. Unless you blind a lethality champ top, he's kinda ass. Bro, I'm not rating Galio top. If I rate Galio top, I'm rating Nila. About same play rate. Nila top currently 21 games last patch. Galio top, okay, maybe not about the same, but nobody plays it. Urgot, bro, this champ is so bad. Just rework him again. He was a pro slave, like Lily Zeri, like remember Urgot Aatrox meta? And ever since, they kinda just mini reworked him and now he's kinda useless as nothing. Oh, okay, Varus top, wait. AP Varus is really good as a counter. It's the Udyr counter pick. And like Darius, Aatrox, etc. You pick this shit, you make them regret existing. Now we have Vayne. Vayne. Off-tank Vayne with footwork. Yeah, she's OP. She's OP. I'll just say it, Vayne is OP as f***. She can even survive into Gragas. And that's, like, if you're really good. Like, sure, there are some counters, but she can work around them. Like, if they pick Queen, for example, you go, like, Exhaust Ninja Tabi and you kinda just stat check her. Like, even Darius, like, Jax. Doesn't Darius just run down Varus? That's the thing, Varus wins melee range if he goes AP. And yeah, Vayne is OP. If you go, like, fucking Kraken into Guinso, into fucking full tank, you're kinda just immortal and you deal so much damage. And Varus always goes barrier. Varus is not squishy. Viego top. Lol. Right. Vlad. OP counter pick. Really strong. Probably the best late game champ in the game is Vlad. Right now. He gets like 1.1k AP or some bullshit. Starts one-shotting people while having 6000 HP and Zonya. Not to mention he's all AoE and 0 CDs and heals. Yeah, he's really strong. What does Vlad counter? Anything that can kill him early or bully, honestly. Like, they pick Singed, like, sure, you just handshake and proxy, and you just farm. I mean, you would have to ask, like, Elite more about it. I think he would agree with this rating, but... Warwick? I don't know, like, B tier. He can go Frozen Heart, and a lot of picks can just outduel him, but... It's like cheese, really cheesy. Volibear? Lol. Joke of a champ. Hullbreaker removed as well. Wukong is so bad top lane. Don't. Stat checker with no stats. Yasuo D tier. Like, Yasuo just relies on having like setup too much, and if you go top, you kinda lose access to many setup champions. Like, you would rather play like ADC Yasuo or like mid lane with like Gragas or Diana jungle. Oh, this is gonna be my most controversial take yet. Yone is like B tier. For you guys, for Emerald, Plat, and Diamond, you're not Jukil, lil bro, and you're not Drututt. You cannot pilot Yone. Reddit is so mad. Reddit is so mad. Bro, maybe in Hullbreaker, thank you for the sub, maybe in Hullbreaker era, I would rate him S tier for low elo, but the thing now is, you can one-shot Yone right now. Like, even if he goes Jackshaw third, that's expensive compared to Hullbreaker. So, I would not recommend playing Yone. Because Yone, counter to popular belief, he actually takes skill, okay? I am not biased. I acknowledge he's fine, like good, like, but he's really hard to pilot correctly, especially after laning phase. Like, obviously on lane, it's not hard to win lane as Yone with little tempo, but without it, like mid-game, late-game, you f*** up, you get insta-killed. Not to mention he also requires setup like Yasuo, but to a way lesser extent. Yorick is bad, they are reworking him anyway. No point talking about him because they are reworking him like soon anyway, like adjustment. Zac. I don't know, he's like a tank, like I can't rate a tank lower than A, but I haven't played against any. It's just another tank. I think that's about it. Anything else I would like rate, I would have no idea upon. Like, if I didn't rate a champion, it means I got no idea about them and how to rate them. Nobody is playing Zeri top. Like, let's look how many people play Zeri top last patch. Right, they actually are playing her at... Oh, that's ADC. Oh, lol. LOL. Let's make it a free. I got no idea about Rengar. Probably me on both of those. I don't wanna rate Zeri top. Lilia, I got no idea. I have never faced Lilia top. Like, genuinely never. Never, ever, ever. I got no idea about Lilia. But yeah, that's about it. That's the tier list for 14.2. Is there any adjustment I would make? No. No, not really. I think that's fair enough. Maybe I would knock down Vayne to counter pick tier, but that's only for a high elo. Like, comps, like, you can just blind in high elo, Vayne top, but in low elo, aka Emerald, Plat, Diamond, you can. Yeah, that's good tier list, honestly. I didn't forget Nila, bro.